Welcome to episode 11 of the F11 podcast, and I'm your host, Christian. And F11 and 11, episode 11 podcast. That rhymes too, that's pretty awesome. What's going on, everybody? Dude, Chris D'Elia, what happened? I love that dude too. I cannot believe, for those of you that don't know, you should know by now. Apparently there's some pedophile charges against the dude. According to what I've seen, he was, involved with minors, whatever that means. Well, anyone under 18. And all these screenshots are coming out of conversations that he had with these underage girls and stuff like that. And man, what a bummer. That makes you think that it's crazy. Like, his excuse is that he gets all these messages and stuff like that, and then he just answers to them, and I guess he doesn't know who they are, but he doesn't bother to check. But, I mean, he's getting dragged through the floor, and, I mean, it's bad when even his comedian friends are not even standing up for the guy. So, man, they do say comedians have a dark, personality or past or whatever, and they're messed up in the head, most of them. So that's why they're good at what they do. So of course everybody's dropping him from everything, which makes sense, as they should. I have nothing against that as long as it's proven that it's real. I'm a big believer of innocent until proven guilty, but man, all these screenshots coming out and all these girls coming out left and right, it's it's pretty obvious that there was something going on in there, and I just don't get it. I mean, to me, like, people that are like that, there's something wrong with them. There's something off in the wiring of their brain, because I just couldn't imagine, being that age, being attracted to a child. They're basically a child, even if they're teenagers or whatever. Like, for example, when last time I was at a Florida State game, and I'm walking around and I'm seeing all these college kids. They look like kids, even though they're 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. To me, they look like kids. And it's like, what could you possibly have in common with these kids at your age? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So for you to be that way, something had to happen in your past that rewired you that way. And I mean, for what I've seen and what people say, it's like, usually people who do that is because it was done to them at some point. And they just, I don't know, it messes them up in the head, and they act up on it, or however you say that. It's just a bummer, man. I was never really into like Chris D'Elia's comedy that much, but I did like, his podcast and his YouTube channel and stuff like that. The guy is, he's funny. Most of his stuff is funny when he's just ranting and talking about everything. But, man, this sucks. This sucks. Because, again, there's so much stuff out there. It's hard to believe that it's not true. And when that happens, that just changes your whole view on the whole thing. And, even though, some people deserve to get canceled, like him, some other people don't. Look at Joe Rogan. Now people are starting to go after Joe Rogan. It's like, for stuff that he said like 10 years ago or however long it was, because he had comedian Joey Diaz on, and he was telling one of his crazy stories when he used to do all this crazy drugs and stuff like that, and he had groupies, comedians, or what. No, it wasn't groupies. Apparently he used to make female comedians give him oral to get on stage or something like that. But he was telling the tale as a joke. I don't know if it's true or not, who knows if it's true or not. But he's basically telling the story as like, listen, I knew I'm a messed up individual, and and I was really messed up in the head back then, and I guess I did that, and it's not right. So of course, the way Joey tells the story made Joe Rogan laugh in the middle of it. And now everybody's coming after Joe Rogan. It's like, that's the thing about America, man. Everybody loves to see you at the top, but they love it even more when they bring you down. And now with cancel culture, it's like, oh my God, you did something 15 years ago. We have to take you down. Cancel everything. I mean, same thing happened with Howard Stern. They're going after Howard Stern for all the stuff he said in the 90s, in the 80s. Like, I guess well, I guess no, I've seen it. He wore blackface, for some skits and stuff like that. Back then, people didn't care. It was just, I don't think these people ever meant it as a racist thing. I mean, Howard's co-star is African American, Robin Quivers. They've been together for I don't even know how many years now, 40 at least. I don't think he's racist. It was just funny. It was just a joke. The whole, that's the other thing. Everybody's going after Jimmy Kimmel now because of the stuff he said or he did, the Karl Malone bit that he did. And then he put out an apology talking about it, and he's like, it was just a skit. I just make fun of different celebrities and different people. And it's just, these people happen to be a different color. So I dressed up as Karl Malone and they just painted me black. And I don't know, man. It's like, is it right? No, probably not. I guess if you start looking at it that way, now that we learn how people feel about it, now that it's in the open, that it's not okay to do, I get it. I respect that, right? That's cool. So don't do it anymore. But you shouldn't go after people that did it years and years and years ago, right? How is that fair to them? It was a different time. It was a different culture. Look at the 50s. Doctors used to prescribe cigarettes. Was that okay? No. But what are you going to do? Not talk about it? It happened. I don't know, man. The whole, it's just getting crazy. It's getting out of control. Then I see the NASCAR thing. It's just sad. It's just sad. You know what I mean? It's just sad. I mean, I'm in social media all day because of work, but I don't even bother going through my feeds because it's all he said, she said, racist, not racist, cops beating people, cops killing people. Everybody hates cops hate people, and the other way around. It's just exhausting. It's exhausting. Social media was made to bring us together, and all it's done is divide us. It set us apart from each other. It's made two different camps, two different types of people, and either you're with one side or the other. There's no in between anymore. Why can't there be a between anymore? It's just exhausting. If I was you, well, you probably barely anybody watches this, but you shouldn't even be watching this because now, see, I'm talking about it. I'm adding to the problem. I'm adding to the issue. You shouldn't be listening to this now that I think about it. But it's good to let it out. I'm not the type of person who sits on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and just talks about this and makes a million posts about this to make myself feel better about the situation. I have some kind of guilt for privilege. I mean, I can't help the way I was born. Yeah, I get it. It's different. There's no doubt about it. But we should do something about it. But there's these people that just post all day long. For what? Who's gonna see it? Your two friends? Because your posts are private. So you're not even doing it publicly. You're just posting on your own feed. So organically, let's say you have 500 friends, maybe one or two will see it if it gets engagement, and that's it. So I don't see the point of that. And they try to act like there's these social justice warriors, they're doing this great thing because they're sharing a post on Facebook and giving in their opinion. And it's well, here's my thoughts on the situation. And then they write a whole book about it, which is pretty much what I'm doing here, but I'm just doing it on video and audio. It's good to let it out. It's good to let it out for you guys and not on Facebook so I can annoy people over there. And, if you're not listening by now, I get it. I don't blame you. But it's just too much. It's just too much. I don't even know what else to talk about. There's no positive news on the news. This coronavirus is freaking getting out of control again. Now we're millions of cases. It keeps rising. So what are we going to do about it? Are we going to shut everything down again and now we're going to be all locked up again? Well, I've been locked up this whole time. I haven't really gone anywhere. But I'm not gonna lie, it's felt good to go back to the gym, even though the gym I go to is like super clean. They make you spray everything, and it's like, might as well just, it's like wearing a biohazard, suit. But it's getting out of control again. So what's gonna happen? So it's like the freaking end of the world, man. It's the apocalypse. I'm just waiting for the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse to come run, flying through the air and like just finishing everything off. Just sad. It really is. Cool thing about it is that you get to see a lot of new TV shows, man. And I'm obsessed with Billions. That's what I've been watching lately. Billions. It's a great show. But it's getting old. After the 3rd season, I think you get the hang that it's pretty much the same thing over and over and over again. There's no like a huge change in the storyline or anything like that. It's like, okay, I need to make more money, and then somebody's in my way. What am I gonna do to get him out of my way so I can make more money? And it's just basically over and over and over again. Like, I'm getting tired of watching TV. I'm getting tired of your annoying people on social media. I'm getting tired of everything. Is that what getting old is like? You just get tired of everything. You don't want to deal. It sounds like it. I mean, if you think about it, old people are like that. They're like, I don't want to deal with you. Just so much anger in the world. It's not one side, it's the other. And everybody they won't shut up about it. I swear, if I didn't have to deal with social media to make a living, I wouldn't even have a Facebook account at all. Maybe Instagram, because I like memes and I like the pictures and stuff like that. But even Instagram, I don't even use Instagram that much. I'm on TikTok now. TikTok is the bomb. TikTok is the savior of feel good. Like, you go on TikTok and it's all mostly, I would say 99% of feel good videos. But I'm sure at one point it's going to take a turn and it's going to be toxic, just as Facebook, with people talking how they feel, what they do, blah, 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 how you need to be woke. That's the other thing, woke culture. That's the other thing driving me nuts. This freaking lady, of course, Florida, gets in front of not Congress. I think it was like the city meeting or whatever you call those, where you express, what you feel about what they're doing. And she goes on this stupid rant of 5G, Bill Gates, and how she's woke and we're stupid. Like, it's all something to control us and all that stuff. Idiots. All of you that believe that are idiots. Anybody can make a YouTube channel. Look at me. I just made a YouTube channel. Does that make me an authority? No. Anybody can post a blog or talk about something. That doesn't make him an expert. That doesn't make him legit. I mean, I just want to know what's going through your mind when you're believing all of this. It's so stupid. It's just so dumb. Like, Bill Gates spent his whole life amassing all this wealth just so he can kill people. That's how he's going to control the world. Got news for you, dumbasses. He doesn't need to do anything. The guy has so much power and has achieved like the ultimate high score in this game that we call life. The dude has nothing else to achieve, but now he's going to like create vaccines and help humanity and stuff like that. He has literally saved thousands and thousands and thousands of lives all over the world. And you idiots think he's developing these vaccines to do population control. Seriously, you guys, it's too much, man. It's too much. I wanted to start this because I wanted to have fun with it. I wanted to talk about fun things, what's going on, whatever I was doing, going out, doing things, and that got screwed from day one. So that's my rant for today. For those of you that listen to it, thank you. And for those of you watching, make sure you smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. And I'll talk to you guys in the next episode.